Welcome to another episode of Viall Files.
Oh,
Rochelle, how are you?
I'm good, Nick. How are you?
So good. Very excited about this episode. We have Demi.
Your best friend, Demi Burnett.
My best friend. We've come a long way.
This is technically her fourth time on the podcast.
Well, third. We don't want people to...
Third interview.
She's finally done with her Bachelor run.
She's engaged?
And we wanted to just catch up with Demi. So it was a lot of fun to have my friend on and just touch base with her.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a real easygoing conversation. Certainly definitely a different feel from the first time we had her on.
Don't go back and listen to that one
Progress.
again.
Why not? Well, I mean, no. Yeah.
I guess maybe.
I don't know. I always thought it was fine. I know you went to a wedding.
I did, yeah. We were both in New York.
Let's get into that. But before, funny thing is, you were out of town, and you had some luggage.
Oh, my favorite luggage.
Away. I love it.
Away.
The funny thing is before they became a sponsor of our show,
yes.
I went into their store and was like,
You did?
I almost bought a shit ton of luggage from Away just because I loved it so much. They have like this true story.
That's amazing.
And then I like DM'd them and I was like, I love your stuff. They have a built-in portable charger so you can charge your phone.
That's the worst when your phone dies when you're traveling.
In the airport, it's amazing. You have a combination on your lock. It's very sleek and
there's a laundry bag inside, so as you get your dirty clothes, you can just throw it in the laundry bag.
I love it. You have a 100-day free trial.
Come on,
you try it. 100 days. You can really go on a lot of trips on 100 days.
I guess
and then they'll still take it back. It's a 360 spinner, wheels guaranteed for a smooth ride.
And what I like is if you get the different sizes, they all stack inside of each other when you store it, so they don't take a ton of room up in your apartment.
And they have the optional ejectable battery to keep your phone charged, which I optioned in for that because I think that is an absolute game changer.
Totally.
It's truly amazing. I loved it, and I'm so glad I have Away, and we both went to New York, and it was a very wonderful experience to have. I know you enjoyed it. I know I did. Well, anyways, our listeners, special offer for you. Mm-hmm. It's really easy. You can get $20 off a suitcase. And you can do that by going to awaytravel.com/Viall and use promo code VIALL during checkout. And I'll say it one more time so you remember. $20 off. Visit awaytravel.com/VIALL and use promo code VIALL during checkout. Mm-hmm. Get your Away to feel at home.
Did you make that up?
I did.
Oh, no. Oh.
Rochelle, how was the wedding?
It was fun. It just was hard not being at the ceremony. I just wanted to be at the ceremony. He means a lot to me, and it would have been fun to be there. But
and you found out other people were also at the ceremony.
Yeah, the people that weren't just family, and so
that's hard.
Yeah.
And were you able to have fun, or a little bit?
I was still able to have fun. It's kind of like an interesting year for me. Like I'm not getting invited to a lot of my friends' stuff, and so obviously I'm the common denominator, and I'm like, I probably need to be a better friend. But
you think that's it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Very big of you to go there.
Yeah.
To the common denominator thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. I know I have a hard time when you see a repeat pattern of friends and you think to yourself, the only constant in the situation is me.
Yeah.
Hard to do.
Yeah.
What do you think it might be?
I don't know. I need to fix it though, because it doesn't feel good to constantly be like feeling left out of things.
Huh. That's a tough.
Is that too dark? Is that too sad?
No, I think we've all been there, and the question is it you, or is it just coincidence? It could be. If it were you, what would you think one thing it could be?
I think like this business is hard, and it does take a lot of energy and time, and I'm constantly focused on that, and I feel like my resources are all towards like trying to be like survive, honestly, and then
you lose touch a little bit, and then.
Or maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. What were you doing in New York?
I went to an event, and then I did some podcasts, and then I was just enjoying the city.
Which podcast did you do?
The two morning toasts, the new
fun.
Snatchler and then the morning toast. We've become fast friends.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun, and then did some other stuff and had a few other meetings. Some
Do you party a lot?
Natural habits stuff.
Oh.
I went out. I didn't party a ton. I just enjoyed the city. I like.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
I stayed in Brooklyn this time.
Ooh.
Really enjoyed it. Williamsburg,
You did?
very trendy. Yeah.
Cool.
It's also like I use the subway, so it's easy to get to.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Fun.
Yeah. So, well, with that said, I love that you said that about common denominator. I think maybe that's something we should get into in another episode someday. I don't know. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do when we struggle with things that we're not happy with in our lives,
Yes.
and then we realize that in every one of these situations, the only constant is just the fact that we're part of that story.
Right.
It's really hard to do. And I
Yeah.
think sometimes we all struggle with it. I know I have.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, Embark people, still the most fascinating thing I've ever seen.
DNA test for your dog.
For your dog. Find out what your dog is.
Our producer did it for his dog Bubby and found out it's a shelter dog. Found out 100% beagle.
And who would have thought that? Oliver, our great friend Oliver, Shug's dog.
Yeah. Has she got those results back yet?
I should ask her.
Yeah.
She's been so busy, which is obviously why she hasn't
Yeah.
been here. But it's so great. You can find out what your dog is, 100%, 80% or whatever. And more importantly, you get to find out about their health records, how proactive you can be when you know about the things that you should know about.
Yeah. Also, you can find their great grandparents.
That's fun and exciting. I don't know if it's going to keep your dog alive longer, but also fun and exciting.
It's the most comprehensive kit on the market. You can look at over 250 breeds and 170 genetic health conditions.
I don't know. It's wonderful. I think you guys should check it out. Any dog owners out there right now, it's a no-brainer. So right now, for our listeners, Embark has an exclusive summer offer that you can't get anywhere else. Go to embarkvet.com and use promo code VIALL to save 15% off your dog DNA test kit. Discover your dog more than fur deep. Visit embarkvet.com and use promo code VIALL to save. Manscaped, #1 in men's below the belt grooming. I can vouch for that.
You're all groomed down there?
I like to keep a clean lawn, so to speak. And before Manscaped, I'll be honest, like every guy has like had some nicks.
When you say that, I don't know if is that true? Nicks?
The man's scrotum, if we're just going to keep it real, is a very thin piece of skin that like it doesn't take much.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you never want scratches down there for multiple reasons.
Manscaped has the crop preserver and anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer.
It's wild just how specific it is.
I guess they know their way around the...
It really does. And it's surprising just how like, you're like, wow, it really is made for it down there. It's truly...
And your balls deserve it.
You don't want to use the same trimmer on your face as you are on your balls, which, here's the thing.
Oh, no.
A lot of guys do.
No, don't.
A lot of guys do. They'll like wash it. They'll have this moment of like, fuck it. I don't know.
You've done that before, haven't you?
I have done that. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I say a lot of guys, every guy has.
Okay.
But not with Manscaped. Get something specific. Not only for hygiene, but like just because your balls deserve it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, get 20% off and free shipping with code VIALL at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code VIALL.
Holiday presents.
Your balls will thank you. Well, up next, the great and wonderful Demi Burnett. Demi Burnett.
Hello. Yeah.
Burnett. How do you say your last name? Because I know you say your T is kind of interesting.
It's Burnett. It's whenever the T's, it's like the syllable of the T.
How so?
Like gotten.
Gotten.
Yeah. But if it ends in a T, there's no need for the information.
Well, welcome back. Demi, you are have we had anyone else who's done it twice other than Demi?
No.
Demi's got a 2-episode lead over anyone else.
Wow.
This is my third.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
No one else has done it
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, wow.
We're a little nervous about, do we have anything talk about.
But that's crazy to me because you guys are like actual friends. You hang out all the time.
We are. We've come a long way, I got to say. The first time I met Demi in person was when she came into the studio before the episode.
Oh, yeah. I was nervous.
First
I was so nervous. Oh, wow.
Isn't it kind of funny to think about how that has come? Because first,
weird.
I got to know Demi. I had heard first with Demi was you were the troublemaker, not the villain on your season.
I was having fun.
Yeah,
She was the entertainment.
she was entertaining. But for me, I was just like, oh, here's this like little blonde chick on Colton season who's like sliding into my DMs every like drunken at 2 a.m, playfully, not like just all you were being you. I didn't know who you was at the time.
Yeah.
And then I started to do the paint therapy, and you were commenting on that.
God, no.
So,
Stan, she was a vibe.
but I
was.
remember Rochelle was always like, "We gotta have Demi on." I was like, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know." And then I was like, "You know what? Screw it. Let's do it." And then you came in. Obviously, we all know how that went. I thought it was great, but I haven't had 5
I
stars
was like,
since
lost
Demi.
his 5 stars, God forbid.
But it was we've become quite great friends since then.
Yeah, you lost a star, but you gained one of the greatest friends you've ever had.
you gained a star.
Oh my
Demi.
gosh. Yes.
You really have.
She was also on our live show, so technically this is...
Look, there I am right here.
You've been on 4 different episodes.
Oh my God, you're so obsessed with me.
This
I knew he was gonna. His face just gets completely serious.
This is the time where you talk about how great our friendship is.
Oh my God. I always brag about how great our friendship is, especially like how much you do for me. I always brag about you.
What does he do for you?
What do I do?
You like have helped me get some good deals, some good connections.
I've done that, I guess.
You're always there for me whenever I need to chat.
Or tell Tanner to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you have my back. You have my back. Important.
How were you when that was all going down? I mean, I guess going into this season a little bit, obviously there's been a lot of positive things said about the relationship with you and Christian, and then you guess coming out.
Yeah.
I guess it's
like coming out like super publicly.
Yeah. How did you handle, or what was the criticism like, especially coming from some of your peers?
Like after the show?
During the show, when it was all going down. Did you not go into that afraid of how people would respond?
Yeah, I mean, whenever like she got there, I was shaking whenever I was like introducing the group to her and stuff. But immediately, like I remember the first person that got up and started hugging us, it was Dean. And then
see, because Dean's great.
Dean is great. And yeah, and everyone just made us feel really special, and like they were really amazing about it.
On the island.
Yeah, it's not a freaking island.
The beach.
Everyone says that.
I know.
Love Island.
But
that's a different show.
That's true. It is a beach. But like, were you worried about criticism from like Twitter or the public, or like?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was that like when you got a little bit?
It was like hurtful, of course, but I always say like all the positive, it drowns out all the bad. But it just sucks whenever you're like doing something that is like really serious for you, and your emotions are so in it and it's so real. Mm-hmm. And then for people to criticize it in any way, it's just like, oh, I was being so vulnerable. Like it sucks. Like whenever you actually like criticize me for my antics all day long, I don't care. But criticize me about something that I actually have feelings about, that sucks.
Yeah. Had you already come out to your parents and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like not like it was like right before Paradise, so it was
really?
like fresh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a few weeks before Paradise, and I was so scared, like coming from super religious conservative family, and I was like bawling whenever I was telling them, and they were like amazing about it. I could have never expected it.
Your dad and stepmom?
Mm-hmm. My mom had known for years.
Oh.
My mom and my brother had known.
Really?
Yeah. My mom ain't gonna judge me.
Fair enough, but I mean, so she kept the secret, I guess.
Yeah.
And your brother?
Yeah.
What made you tell your brother?
My brother and I like went through everything in life together, so he's like my best friend. We tell each other everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And then your dad and stepmom recently found out. Were they bummed about finding out after other people? I know we joked about on my family when my sister came out about like who found out when, and like then you kind of like, well, wait, why'd you tell them before me?
No, they weren't like that at all. My stepmom was like, yeah, we kind of knew. But no, I think that they knew that it was going to be scary for me, especially my dad. Like, he could understand why I'd be scared. But it's like, we're just even closer now. Now we're just wide open. They know everything.
You're really close with your dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or would you say you have a special bond, or are you closest with him than your stepmom and mom, or is it different?
It's all different. Like, yeah, they're just all different. Me and my stepmom are actually getting a lot closer now. Oh my gosh, there he is. Look at him with the little phone. Look,
he's a handsome little devil.
That was him back in the day. He was so handsome.
Aww.
Yeah, look at him back in the day. Lady killer. Is that what they call him?
Hopefully not. How tall?
Wait, that sounded really bad. Oh my gosh.
No,
How tall is my dad?
Yeah.
I don't know, 5'9".
Oh, he couldn't have been the Bachelor.
He's very, very charming.
Rochelle creates everything into being the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. He's very. I don't doubt it. Are you more like your mom or your dad?
Oh, my dad for sure.
In what ways? Charming.
Yeah, charming. Why?
Who's that?
No, that's not him.
Get out of there.
Rochelle's.
I'm more like my dad because I am a little bit like a type A person, you know? I get a little bit of that from him. It's like an ongoing joke in our family, like to be a Burnett. It's like Burnett is like a breed of people. Like a Burnett, you're scared of the Burnett. It's like
Why?
very competitive alphas.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've got some of that in me.
And did you used to watch The Bachelor with your dad?
No. My dad watches.
Because of you?
Yeah. Whenever I went on the show, he went back and watched your season. That was the first one.
He went back. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you like watched it together with him.
No. He likes to go in his office and watch it in there so he can like focus in on it with no distractions.
His office?
Yeah.
What's your dad do for work?
My dad is a contractor. He does contracting for franchises that are built on military bases.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got a nice little office. But his office at home, he goes in there and like watches it. And yeah, he knew like I loved Nick, and so he went and watched your season. And yeah, so that's why they're Nick stans.
Well, with the that stuff about all the production thing, is there anything, not to get into that, but you listen back to my episode with Tanner. Mm-hmm. Is there anything, since him and I were having a debate about that situation, is there anything that I said that you felt needed correcting, or was that pretty much kind of the fluid situation that I described?
I mean, honestly, I don't remember every word that you said. I know I was like, yes, Nick, yes.
No, but in the sense that like I just didn't get why people were so like they needed the minute by minute playbook of like, you were pretty clear. I was dating this person. It was a non-defined relationship. I was open with her. I was open with production. I went down. I was open to meeting more people. I communicated with production. I kept thinking about the other person. They brought her down. It's that simple. I don't understand. Like, that was really it, right?
Yes, exactly.
And from everything I've heard from you and other people, that is what happened. And did you think maybe that could happen where you would go down and she'd come down? Sure.
Yeah.
So what? Great. I don't know.
I mean, I was one of those people that was like, oh, this feels really produced when I was watching it. But then I did change my mind as it kept going, like seeing like real life struggles between you guys. And like, it was so beautiful just seeing like such a genuine love story. I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen something like this on TV with the same sex couple. Just so normal. It's normalizing it.
Yeah. That's amazing that you feel that way.
I do.
It was very real, and it was very, very hard. Like,
yeah,
it was so like raw. Like, in watching it back, I'm like, that was the realest like moments of like my relationship life, like any relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
So it was cool to get to watch him back.
Which is kind of like the only thing, and I think sometimes Tanner and I got in the weeds of it where we're just kind of arguing and debating. But that was my really only point was I'm just glad that they're normalizing
Yeah.
these kind of this relationship. And that was really the point, because it is a produced show. We talk, everyone, I mean, every podcast that talks about The Bachelor or whatever, they talk about producers, which you can't have a show with producers without thinking it might be produced from time to time, and trying to have. But yeah, you know, looking at you and Christian versus like you and Colton. I mean, obviously very different, but like that, right? I mean, just to see the emotion that you had, or like I totally got a little choked up when Christian arrived and you saw that. That was one of the more believable, not maybe believable is the wrong word, I don't want to take anything from anyone else, but like the most emotional moment of the season was when she showed up. That's kind of what I felt.
Yeah, and it's cool because you can see it, like, you know.
Yeah,
you can like see our love.
It was palpable through the screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great word choice. Yeah, it was hard for me to even watch it back, like just because I was so emotional watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I remember what I was feeling in this moment. Like it was really cool though.
So now the show's done.
The show's done, thank God.
Isn't it kind of funny, when we first met, we were just talking obviously about Paradise. And at the time, you were just like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go. And I was like, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I need to be first on the beach or I'm not going.
I was so pissed when I wasn't.
Were you? You weren't?
No, it was Hannah. Of course it was Hannah.
Of course.
I was like an insignificant number on the beach. I don't know. I was like somewhere in the middle. I got down. I was like, what are you all doing here?
It really obviously didn't matter. But yeah. I don't remember what I said when you said you had to be first on the beach, but I'm guessing I probably suggested all that matters is you're in the first group.
Yeah, I think that is what you said.
Which,
as long as you're day oneer.
And then here you are, the shining star that you knew you would be.
Wow.
Was there ever a doubt? I don't think you were dating Christian at the time when I first met you, or maybe you had met her. But what I'm saying is you didn't really like that. Like you didn't know, you knew that you were bisexual, but you didn't know that necessarily you would go into Paradise and meet a woman, or date a woman rather. Looking back, is it kind of bizarre?
Yeah, no, I just realized something. The second podcast that I did with you, the night before that was the first time that me and Christian started like having a thing. Because I showed up with my hair looking terrible because it was hot tub hair.
Hot tub hair.
On yeah.
Really?
You guys made out in a hot tub the first.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the next morning I came here.
What'd you guys do?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I feel like the audience would be, you know.
We were just making on the hot tub.
Yeah. What do you?
How'd that start?
Well, it was like late. Everyone was drinking. Everyone else fell asleep. We had started the hot tub.
Who made the first move?
She did.
All right.
Yeah. She smooched me.
How many times have you hung out before then?
Like one.
Oh.
And so that when you came into that podcast, was it like, oh, I had a hot makeout? Were you glowing a little bit? Or you?
I was probably tired. No, it was cool. It was like a good feeling. I was like, I had a good night last night.
Oh yeah.
So then you met her. Yeah. So now you're the star of Paradise.
Yeah. Now I'm the star.
You're the star of Paradise, right?
I'm the star of this whole franchise. I'm kidding.
Yes. Yes.
So what is you're in a relationship, going great.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about relationships?
Having somebody that's always going to be there for you. Like, you know, it's like good support.
What's the thing that you in a relationship, now that you've been in one, that's important you to have, both as a couple and as an independent person?
I feel like I just say it a lot, like open communication. Like it's like really hard to work on that. Like it's hard to communicate uncomfortable things in all aspects of life, like with friendships, with like family ships, with relationships. Like it sucks, and it's so hard for me to like tell people something they don't want to hear unless I'm like angry at them. So the biggest thing that I value is like open communication in a relationship, because like that's how you could actually make it work.
Do you have a hard time saying that? Because I mean, and that makes sense knowing you how I have. You are a very sweet person. For all the when you first came on the scene, so to speak, you were the kind of not necessarily abrasive, but louder and kind of comical, and you had the snark. But you are really kind in a sense. That the one thing I've noticed about you, and as I gotten the friends from you, you're almost overly kind. You're very loyal and protective of your friends, which I appreciate. So do you struggle a lot, like in any of your relationships, friendships, family, dating, engagement, of when you do feel like you need to say something to express how you feel and you're afraid it might hurt the other person, you struggle with?
Oh, yeah. It's like my biggest struggle. It's so hard for me to say something that I know could potentially hurt their feelings or upset them, or, like I don't want to ruin someone's day by, just saying, and it's never going to be that big of a deal. And I just have it in my head that this one thing I'm going to say is just going to completely ruin their whole day, maybe their week. Like they're going to be so mad at me. And it really doesn't work out that way if you just word it right.
Yeah. Are you really worried about all of that? I mean, I
don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why I've always been like that. I have such a hard time telling people what they don't want to hear. Mm-hmm. It sucks.
So then you end up pretending that you're fine all the time?
Yeah. And then
are you passive aggressive?
There can be times, but I know it, and I know that I'm wrong for it. So then I just I stop. But then you can build up resentment,
Yeah.
Like there's that friend that you're like, God, they're so freaking annoying. But it's if I would have just told them the one time they did something that annoyed me, or it just be open about it and be honest with them, that the annoyance wouldn't build up inside of you. It would be fine.
I thought the conversation you had with her on Paradise, where you're like, hey, when you're touching everyone else she handled it well when you brought it up to her.
Oh yeah, she handles
defensive.
Yeah, she's really good about whenever I talk to her about something, she really listens. She's a very good listener.
She seems to be a strong communicator.
And she's a lot better at it than me.
I know you value your independence as a person. How is that? And in relationships, we talk a lot about on this show about independence, and we get a lot of people who call in, or we just talk about it. And I know I made the mistake early in my life where when you're in a serious relationship, you feel this pressure to constantly be with each other.
It is insane. That pressure. I did not get engaged my engagement wasn't a promise to be with this person 24/7 all day, every day. We're getting married tomorrow.
Right.
No, my engagement was a commitment to her, to I want to be with you, not, and people, if I tweet that I'm hanging out with someone else, they're like, why aren't you with your fiance?
Oh no.
I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm a person and I still have my own life.
Oh,
yeah. No. When that's a good point, but even minus the TV aspect and the pressure, and I want to get into that, but yeah, that's how do you guys communicate that? Is that something that, early in a relationship, really figuring out that balance of what do you guys like? And there's no right or wrong, right? Every couple's different, where they like to do certain things. Some people, it's just I just need a moment. Do you guys are you guys still in that phase of figuring out how you guys kind of are compatible in that way?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important to me, to have the balance and have boundaries of we need to take this at a steady pace. Mm-hmm. If we, for me, if you jump all into that, I feel what do you have left to work for? What do you have to look forward to in the relationship? Take it at a steady pace so that it's healthy, because every relationship I've ever had in the past, no matter the length of it, I go all in the beginning, and then I'm over it very quickly because I'm I just wore out all my energy not doing this the right way.
When you say you go all in,
it's head over heels. I want to be with the person all day, every day.
Taking trips and shit, or doing crazy.
Taking trips? No, I was poor before the show. I wasn't going anywhere.
Spoken like a true millennial.
I don't take.
But no, and so just giving all of my feelings into this and rushing everything, just jumping in way too soon, rushing it all, not taking a moment to just stop and smell the roses and enjoy another person in this world who chooses to spend time with me, and just loving that. So I was like, I want to do this the right way. And so it's important to me that we stay on like a steady pace and we don't just jump into things like moving in together right away. Like that's not fun. Like that's not going to be good.
You're not going to move in together.
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Like, and at first I wanted to, and then I was like, hold on, we need to talk about this. I was like, this sounds like not a good idea. I was like, we need to like actually date and like go on dates and stuff and like have our own places where we can go home to and then choose whenever we want to spend time together and like have sleepovers and stuff like that. But just like jumping in and moving in together, and then getting engaged and all this stuff, it's like way too fast.
Yeah. Did you feel that with Vanessa?
Yeah. I mean, it was a little different in that sense. I mean, Vanessa was living in Montreal when obviously we met, and so we wanted to be in the same city, so she moved in right away.
Oh, okay.
And so like we lived together our entire relationship. There was always people always kind of I always was confused by a lot of people when we broke up. We were just like, oh, you know, you must have broke up because she was living in Montreal. It's like, no, we were living together the entire time.
Oh.
But it is a struggle. I mean, I'm sure you're starting to know they get the pressure as Demi talked about in terms of, listen, an engagement in Bachelor world is real. It's also different than it might be if you were to decide to get engaged to someone not on TV, right? Sure. Have people dated for 9 weeks or 3 weeks and got engaged? Sure. Right?
Yeah.
But also there's like this, it's like a symbol of a commitment of this desire of, it's like a promise ring in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you know, when
Very
you're like,
expensive promise ring.
when you're young and you have like, right, you're like, I'm pretty sure I want to marry you and you're amazing, but like that's kind of crazy right now, but I want to promise and make that commitment to you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And again, it didn't take away any of the sincerity I have when I proposed to Vanessa, but there was a part on the show, I think they aired it, where Vanessa at the time was like, well, why do we have to get engaged? You know? And I was like, that's a great question. And I thought to myself, and what I said to her was true, right? In the sense that, you live in Montreal. I live in LA.
Yeah.
Like let's be honest. We've met in this crazy situation. If we just leave, I'm in love with you. I know I really want to give this a shot. I think we need to make a commitment to each other, right? Because had we just been like, well, let's date. Does she move to LA knowing that we're just like kind of dating?
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where like I really wanted to give it a shot, and I think you kind of had to like, I want to really commit to this and really work on this, and that's kind of what that symbolism of that commitment, because in a weird way you're kind of protecting all the relationship in that met in that crazy world, and I think that's what's kind of different. But then you get that pressure from the people who
I cannot imagine that pressure. Like that's got to be insane.
It is
Crazy.
wild.
Whoa.
and I don't know how it was for you. But like, yeah, in the relationship, there was some hard parts of getting on the same page of expectations of what you're.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, why?
Window cleaning.
Is it something I'm saying? We have cleaning people.
I was trying so hard not to be distracted.
I'm
but
like crying. I'm laughing so much.
I couldn't wait to see
For those
them.
of you,
That was like the big reveal.
For those of you not watching and listening, we have window washers behind us.
So scary.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There was a struggle for us getting on the same page of what engagement meant to each of us in this situation, and then. I don't know how you feel, but then a lot of like every relationship I ever had, it was, what does this all mean to you? Whether you're moving into each other, whether it's like you invite me to a wedding, right?
Yeah,
like every relationship has stages, and it might mean something different to each people in a relationship.
Oh yeah, I totally know what you mean. And it's so weird too, like the like overall expectations of like what an engagement looks like, and it's like, this is my own story. This is my own engagement, and I don't have to meet any of your expectations.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I noticed there's a trend like JoJo, they got re-engaged, and didn't Garrett and Becca get re-engaged too?
I know that JoJo and Jordan.
Yeah.
I will say, I always, in my mind, I told this to Vanessa too. It's this, and it was very early on, because I know she struggled with, like, were we really ready to get engaged? I struggle with it too. And I was like, just so you know, like, let's just be real about this. We have a lot to get to know each other. And if we work out and we eventually get married, I have every intention of reproposing. Like that was always in my head of like, it's just different that way. And it seems like you two have a really healthy start and not giving into the pressure that comes from the outside people of telling you what your relationship is, how it's supposed to progress.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing our own thing. And I mean, we're happy, so.
Do you find it challenging? What I didn't have to deal with is you have Hannah and Dylan, you have Katie and
Bukowski.
Were there other engaged couples?
No.
Do you find it challenging the competition or the competing or how the fans or each other are comparing the relationships that all start at the same time?
Not really. I mean, I think that like everyone's different in a relationship, and you know, all I can really focus on is just mine. Like I can't focus on looking at other people's and what people are saying about other people's relationships. Hannah and Dylan, by the way, I've never seen two people more in love. I'm like, the other day I was like looking at Hannah's Instagram. I was like, why is Hannah so in love with Dylan?
It is funny, the Instagram love, because we all look on the like, oh, they're perfect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like,
No,
that's not the reality.
But even like I know for me, like when I'm in relationships, I am different for better or worse than how I express. Everyone expresses love differently.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and when I see people, sometimes it's just like, I wish I could do that, you know, but I'm not, and that's okay. That's all. You know, when I was.
Can I ask about JPJ and Tayshia? What your opinion on them is? Because you got first-hand
Are they
account.
together?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. I'm fascinated by them.
Tell me more.
I mean, I love them together. I love both of them. You know, it's so crazy. I got so close with Tayshia in Paradise.
Oh.
Like I would have never expected that. And we got so close. We did our makeup together every day. Like we sat next to each other. So I really adore her. She was such a good friend to me. And then JPJ, I had so much fun with him. He's hilarious. And them together, I think he is like in love with her. Like this is his dream girl. So I'm all here for it.
He made that clear.
Does it feel real to you? Like, do you think like they're legit doing it?
I saw something like
it seems like it.
Tayshia and Mike at iHeart or something, or was that just like a picture of them standing next to each other?
I'm sure that was just a picture of them standing next to each other.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot she's in Paris right now.
Why is everyone in Paris?
Dude, I don't know, and nobody invited me, so I'm confused.
Wild.
I think it's for some brand or something.
JPJ and Derek really fought. I didn't really understand why JPJ couldn't just say my bad.
I think production got to him.
In his head?
Yeah, probably.
Even towards the end? I mean...
Well, at that point, I mean, maybe he didn't want to back down from what his, you know,
I
his
get
stance.
that. I mean, I've been there, and again, I'm, you know, talk about production. Yeah, like if we hate someone, they don't help us resolve that hate towards someone, but at the same time, we all are humans, right? Once you leave that world, you're like, yeah, I was kind of a little, you know. I'm just surprised JPJ couldn't just, especially after rewatching it, just be like, yeah, my bad. I mean, I wonder.
I don't know.
I would want to ask what Tayshia thought about that, and if she said anything.
She
to JPJ.
hated it.
Yeah, but then wouldn't she say something to JPJ? Be like, no.
Oh, like, oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Like if you were in if you were like even as a friend, if I were like saying some shit about someone you knew, wouldn't you just be like, hey, maybe see the other side? You know, like it just I always wanted Tayshia's take on that situation. We never really got it.
Do we call her?
Yeah, let's get her on the phone.
So what's next for you now, Demi? Now that your star is shining bright, how do we keep it shining?
Come on our podcast. I'm just kidding.
You know, I don't know yet. Just working on some things, talking about some ideas, trying, you know, one of these days need to get a show. I need to come up with a good pitch for a show. I don't know what I would do. I want a talk show or like, I don't know, something fun, something not serious.
Something fun, not serious, where you can talk.
Yeah.
Sounds like a podcast.
Hilarious.
So you now live in LA.
I do.
Do you like LA?
Yeah, I do like it. It's convenient that I have to do so much stuff around here, and I'm here, so I don't have to get on a plane every other week.
That is nice, but it still takes you just as long to drive across LA as it does to fly to LA sometimes.
It's really bad. But most of the stuff is like right by where I live. Like that I have to do.
Gotcha.
We're not going to disclose that area.
Yeah, what's your cross street?
So looking back over the past year, is it kind of wild to think about your life now versus then? Or did you kind of always knew deep down this was the life you were destined for?
I mean, I always knew deep down I was like destined for something. Like, I always knew like I'm gonna make something out of myself. Like I'm gonna be on TV or something somehow, some way. Like,
was it always TV?
Well, whenever I was a kid, I wanted to be like a pop star. Then I realized I can't sing. So,
what are some hidden talents that you have?
Hidden talents?
Yeah, like
Impressions. She's good at impressions.
Yeah, good at impressions.
Did you? Oh, you are really good. Those were really good.
Right.
What else besides impressions?
Oh my gosh, all I can think about is how talentless I am right now.
Do you really think that?
No. I'm pretty good at sports. Is that
Are
a
you?
talent? I mean, I'm athletic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What sports did you play growing up?
Soccer and volleyball. First team all district in volleyball.
You were better at volleyball and soccer.
Yeah, I played soccer as a kid and then volleyball whenever I got older.
Were you? What's the position?
Libero?
Yes.
Yep.
You were. Yeah.
Well, I like libero / DS, defensive specialist. It's back row only, obviously.
Because you're not tall.
Yep, exactly.
I want to see you play volleyball.
Oh my gosh, it's been years.
And you played in high school.
Yeah, I have a sand volleyball court at my apartments. We can get a little game done.
Fun.
Are you? So you're really? I want to. Yeah.
Want to go?
Yeah, come on.
Are you? You must be competitive. I feel like, or no?
Yes, I am, but I can turn it off and be like, Like if I lose, I'm like, who gives a fuck? We're just playing for fun. Who cares? But really, that's like my coping mechanism.
But do you really care?
Yeah, but I just have to like bury it.
And so do you? So you don't play? You haven't played volleyball in years, or do you still do other competitive things? Demi the athlete.
Once a year at the family reunion, we have like a volleyball, like we play sand volleyball and stuff. So it gets competitive then. You know, any family member that's not good, you're like, you need to step it up. You know, like it's serious.
See, you need a reality show with your family. That sounds fun.
Oh my gosh, me and my dad, that'd be iconic.
Your
My
dad's competitive?
Oh yeah, and he's hilarious. And he's very competitive, and so he wants to like do so good because he doesn't want to be the one to let the team down. I think it's incredible.
Do you live close to like Hannah and Katie and stuff?
Yeah, me and Hannah are neighbors. Like we live in the same building. She lives,
do?
Yeah, she lives right next to me.
Aww.
And then Katie, we walk to Katie's house.
In
It's
Orange
right around-
County.
Yeah, sure. Orange County. Actually, Huntington Beach.
You can walk to Katie's house? Mm-hmm. That's so cute.
Yeah.
You hang out a lot?
Oh yeah. I was there. I woke up there this morning. It was me, Heather, and Katie.
Heather.
Never been kissed?
Oh yeah, how's she doing?
Good.
Why wasn't she on Paradise?
I don't know. Well, now she's like totally at peace with it though.
I feel like Never Been Kissed would be a great Paradise.
Well, then she got kissed. She lost her storyline.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, she could have been never had makeout.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
Never made out.
literally like
Never been
everything
felt
would be
up.
a first for her, you know. So I feel like the beach would. I'm surprised. I guess there's always next season.
This is very true.
She could easily come back on.
Yeah,
next
I
season.
think that they'll ask her to.
Did she want to go on Paradise? Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, of
just,
course.
Just didn't work. I don't know.
Who wouldn't
Some-
want to?
Some people might not. Do you think there's any who? There's people who might actually not want to go.
Yeah, I feel like it's mainly like the guys. Like now I've seen like the guys from like Hannah's season saying, "Oh, thank God I didn't go to Paradise."
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, those are all.
Garrett. Garrett kept saying that.
Yeah, I like Garrett too, but I'm like,
I was surprised that Garrett wasn't on, but definitely Garrett wanted to go. I'm surprised they didn't have him on though. But yeah, I always love how the people who are there. It was a kind of a running joke where all the people who would say how they turned it down, they definitely
they didn't get offered.
they just didn't get offered the chance to go.
I don't know if I didn't get offered how I would be. Probably I would aspire to be like Heather, very at peace with it, very positive.
Very positive.
Yeah.
Very
So now your girl Hannah is on Dancing with the Stars, and you were there last night.
Yeah.
Are such a good supportive friend.
Oh my gosh, I have to go to every single one now. They said I'm their good luck charm.
Really?
Yes. So
How fun.
You want to go?
yeah, it's honestly really fun. I love watching it.
She
so
killed
cool.
it last night, right?
Oh my gosh, it was so phenomenal.
Do you think you could do Dancing with the Stars?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But if she gets to bring someone on, she's bringing me.
Are you like a team dance?
Yeah, I mean, I say that. I don't know. That's her decision. But I told her, like, you have to.
I feel
Do a
like
Barbie and Skipper dance.
I feel like she
Right?
would totally have.
I think
like
she
who
would
else would she have on? Let's go through the list.
Me.
Right? I don't like. You seem to be one of her closest friends, if not closest friends from the franchise. Not that she doesn't have other close friends, but if she were to have someone on,
Yeah.
from the show, it's not like she's gonna have like just some
Yeah.
friend from high school.
She's not inviting Hannah G to come.
No.
Hannah G's like the most unathletic person I've ever met. But like she's so beautiful, and like she's funny, she's beautiful, she has the like sweetest personality. So like, you always I look at her and I'm like, oh, I just want to be Hannah G. So whenever there's finally something she can't do and it's be athletic, like that's the one thing. It's so hilarious. Like,
Yes.
oh, I make fun of her for it.
Is it
all
that
the time.
bad?
And it's not that bad. It's just so funny. Like whenever we were in Thailand, everyone was paddleboarding and I was like doing something. I can't remember what I was doing. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. Ran out there. I see my group of friends out there on the paddleboards, like Katie, Tayshia, Heather. And then I see Hannah G way on the other side of the ocean, just sitting on the paddleboard, just getting taken away by the ocean because she couldn't figure out how to do it. And she's just sitting there. And I was like, Hannah, what are you doing? And she was like, and so then Fitz
Just goes down without a fight. You're like, I don't know.
literally,
Mother Nature. What am I gonna do?
So then Fitz goes and Fitz paddleboards all the way over there and hooks her up to his, and you just see Fitz carrying Hannah and she's just sitting on the paddleboard.
I love how she was just calmly like accepting death.
literally
like
just so okay with it.
That's like literal damsel in distress.
It was so funny.
But she wouldn't even show distress. She was just at peace.
Just like deer in the headlights, like still kind of smiling though, and still like looking perfect.
Yeah.
Do you think Hannah's gonna win Dancing with the Stars? Who do you think is the toughest competition? You were there. You saw.
I think
Got the high scores last night.
I think Hannah's gonna win
You think
for sure.
But who do you think is her toughest competition?
I
Think storyline.
Storyline.
Yeah, like you have to be a good dancer,
What-
but also
what
like
is-
she's got a good story too.
Dawson's Creek. What's that?
James
called?
Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek.
James. He's
Yeah.
really good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I think James could go far.
He's really good. He's
Did
so
you meet
good.
him?
No, he's so good too because he has like that acting history, and so like he's like in the dance, like
I really struggle with that too. I was so. Is Hannah nervous when she's out there? Have you asked her? I was so nervous.
She's
You
nervous.
were.
Yeah, I really like. I always wish I could do it again for that reason. I think my nerves would be far. Just the performance aspect of it,
Yeah.
of going on stage and you were there.
It's
just
crazy.
You don't think about the TV, but you think about the audience and just like all the steps and like getting it right. I just was very nervous about that. So I didn't feel like I was really in the dance, and it showed through. And I would have wanted to do it again for that reason.
Yeah, you can
But Hannah
imagine.
seems to be really good at that. I wonder if her.
I think like I know that she's nervous, but like she's so excited. I think she like whenever she's out there and stuff, she's having so much fun that I think it kind of helps her nerves. And I think her partner's really good for her, and he probably calms her nerves
okay.
down.
Do you sense any physical chemistry between the two?
I mean, I don't know. I told her don't shit where you eat. Like
Has the show?
I mean, he's the
best.
best. Like
He's
last
great.
night, me and him, I could talk to him all night. He's the greatest ever. I don't know if there's any chemistry. I don't want anyone putting all that like pressure on her. I feel like everyone is like, ooh, they're gonna
course.
fall for each other.
I mean, it was like when I was
who
thinking
knows?
when she got casted, I was like, she's definitely going to be with Alan because he's like currently the hot single professional, and come on, Hannah's clearly single. Like it. Like that storyline of. I think their hope was maybe there'd be some connection, but I haven't had a chance to watch her yet.
It would be a dream, that would be great that would look so amazing for ABC.
Yeah.
The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
We accidentally gave her a really crappy fiance, so let's give her a hot and single dance partner on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, she kind of gave herself that.
Someone could have warned her.
They didn't know.
all they had to do was like talk to the family or like
Google. I don't know.
Does they have girlfriend?
And does Jed have girlfriend?
Well, to be fair, that was your job.
Oh God, yeah, okay.
Well,
We're gonna go there.
I forgot about that.
People say there's so many.
You get a lot of
memes.
heat for that.
Yes,
for
there's
like,
so many memes of me and Katie in the van, and they're like, "She had one, or they had one job," and I'm like, you know what? You can't catch them all.
that is funny. For the first episode, you're there trying to find out if anyone has a boyfriend, and
boyfriend,
a girlfriend, or anyone.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And
Bring him on.
And she picks the guy who has a girlfriend. That's
yeah, fucked up.
well, it's a good thing that you and Hannah can get through that in your friendship.
And
She
also-
doesn't judge you for it.
Are you mad at me? I didn't catch him.
Is it hard? Like for me, I sometimes struggle with jealousy in friendships, like because she is getting so much attention. Is that hard at all for you?
No, not at all.
I feel like Demi's the
we
one person who can relate.
Exactly. We both get. I mean, there's attention everywhere. It's like sometimes, like whenever we went to the Alabama game, you know, obviously all those people are like from Alabama and they worship Hannah Brown. So that was probably the one. I mean, people were still giving me lots of attention, but it was like the one time I could like not have to be in the photo. You know, I'm like, I'll take it. Let me take it for you.
Do you find that Hannah's one person you really can relate to right now? Because let's be honest, you are a big star right now, and do you feel some of that pressure from your peers? I know you're gonna say the nice thing right now.
Yeah, you know.
Just give like a wink. No, but it's nice to have friends that you can trust, and sometimes you can only trust people who can relate to your experience.
Yeah, I mean, things have been really, really crazy for both Hannah and I, and so it is nice to like have that one person that I'm like, you know what, like all the aspects of it, and we both like we have a lot of similarities in like how we process things and stuff like that. So
In what way?
like. I mean, it gets complicated. Like, say some cool celebrity wants to hang out with us. We both think the same way. Like, okay, don't freak out. Like, we're gonna be real chill about this, and it's gonna be no big deal. and we're so good. And then they want to hang out again because we're so good at it. Because we're like
Acting as if.
like yeah. And inside, I'm like, Hannah, what the fuck? But. Yeah, like, I don't know. So that's just an example, but just a lot of different things. Like, whenever we are out in public and, like, you know, it's kind of getting overwhelming, like, so many people keep approaching us. We'll just give each other, like, a look of, like, help. We got to get out of here. This is, like, way too much. I just feel like we're on the same page a lot, like, our same wavelength, you know?
It's always good to have that friend who can relate.
You know, there was a rumor that Tyler was going to be on Dancing with the Stars with Hannah. Is that not true?
I'm just like, what the heck, dude? Like, how is he nominated for a People's Choice Award?
Right.
I was like, seriously?
It's the E-News people. Well, I mean, our podcast was not, but it's a really touchy subject. No, no, it's like this new thing that E is doing. It's like they didn't even have that available for a couple. Like, it's Bachelorette's a popular a show, and now they're having all these categories of like reality TV stars, and he was a big star on Hannah's season, so it makes sense. It's not the People Choice Awards that you would see on like you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little different, but
I know what you mean.
I think isn't Colton up for the same thing?
Yeah, but I'm okay with Hannah and Colton being on there because they're like leads, and if they're gonna do someone that's not a lead, why the hell is it not me?
So that's where it comes from.
This is where this is all coming from. Yes. This is very selfish.
Hey, I mean, I'm just a little upset that it didn't exist when I was on the show. So I get it.
We're so vain.
We're super vain and jealous. I think those rumors always come from like fans.
It wasn't true about Tyler being on Dancing with the Stars.
No. I mean, I don't think he would. It wasn't even an option for again, I think I said this when Tyler was on. Like, I know they're both on ABC, but it's not as seamless of a. They're two different production companies who produce the shows, and so you have to get the blessing from one production company when people are under contract. So my guess is it was a non-starter. Dancing with the Stars might have wanted it. It would have been great great
Yeah.
TV, but I don't think
He's like the hottest person I've ever seen, I think.
I'm
Agreed.
I'm right here.
Oh, sorry. Amazing. I love making him so jealous.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, well,
crazy.
time to
No
go.
no bad blood between you guys.
Who?
You and Tyler.
No.
Why would they
No.
be glad?
No, I met him. He's actually great. He's really great. He's so nice. Yeah. He's very easy to talk to. Nice guy. Dating Gigi Hadid. Well, yeah. He's so hot. He's dating Gigi Hadid.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, guess I'm just an average guy.
Nick can't handle it.
It's fine. I know he's hot. Should we play Do You Know Me? Are you up for it? We're going to ask some random questions. We're going to truly dive into the real Debbie Burnett.
All right, let's go.
And we're going to try to guess who knows you even better.
What do you mean by that? How does this work?
I'm going to say a phrase and insert your name, and you're not going to answer right away. And Michelle and I are going to guess. And then we'll see if what comes of it.
I'm excited.
Are you ready?
I love games.
Do you know me? Do we know Demi
Burnett.
Can Demi name 3 Shakespeare plays? I think Demi could. I think her first reaction would just say no. But I feel like if she really thought about it, she can do it. What about you, Rochelle? So my answer is, I think she's going to try and get 2.
What in the fuck?
Go. All right. What do you think?
I don't think that she can be, just because she played sports. I don't think she did theater.
Wow, that's such a...
That's a good point.
And she's too busy living her goddamn life.
Do you think I can name 3?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm annoyed that Nick got it. Like, you hit the nail on the head. I know I can name 2.
Well, how did you know that?
That I know. Whenever, like, I was literally sitting here, I was like, okay, I've got 2.
What
I've
are
got
they?
2. Romeo and Juliet, duh,
Oh,
and
duh.
Hamlet.
I guess that's not really a hard question.
But what's the third one? I can't. I'm like going crazy.
Fellow, As You Like It.
What is it? Maybe I can only name 2.
King Lear.
Are you naming them?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking
saying words.
Yeah, I was like, are you reciting it?
I was thinking of something else, but yeah. All right.
Well-
So
So you can't,
No,
Nick.
I don't think I think I can only name 2.
Wow.
that's like.
I'm
not
sure if
good.
you kept naming up, there's like one that I'm not like sure if you did it, but on the spot, yeah, I guess I can only name 2.
Wow.
On the spot, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Always tough.
Well, I guess we're both right, but I also was more specific. Has Demi ever blacked out from drinking? Yes.
Do I even have to answer? Look at her reaction.
Who has it?
How old? I have never.
I haven't.
Oh my
I
gosh.
throw up.
I throw up
I'll get
too.
sick. Well, how old were you when you first blacked out?
College.
College?
Yeah.
Did you ever have one of the like blackout where you're like, what the fuck? Did you like you had to
Yeah.
retrace your steps?
Oh yeah. No, I woke up one time. I was underneath, like, you know, in a sorority, you have like a big and a little. Like my big. I was underneath her bed in the sorority house, and I like rolled out from underneath it. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And she was like, aw, little.
She called you little? Oh God.
She was like, you were so drunk last night. And I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
This is a great impression.
I'm good at that.
But what did you do?
I don't know. All I know is that I got super drunk. Oh, she took me back to the sorority house, put me in the shower. Why does everyone always do that?
Yeah. Why
Always
do
putting
that?
people in the
Get
shower.
you naked. They just want to
Yes.
see you naked, I think.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
She like took your clothes off and threw you in a shower?
Yes.
That's what people would always do in college.
Always.
Well, I mean, you're dumb when you're 18, aren't
And then you
you?
wake up and you got wet hair and you're like, the fuck? Who threw me in the shower and why?
You fell asleep in the shower?
No. Well, no, I'm sure I was passed out in the shower. I'm sure I was not functioning in the
Oh,
shower.
you woke up in the shower naked.
No.
No, but it's just like the idea that someone like took your clothes off and put you in the shower
Yeah.
and you don't remember is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Pretty crazy.
definitely weird. If I woke up naked in the shower,
I think it's because like everyone is like so drunk too, and then you're just the drunkest, and they're like, "What the fuck did we do? I don't know. Throw her in the shower." Like every time. I haven't blacked out in a long time though. I will say, very
for
proud.
you.
Very
Good
proud
for
of
you.
that.
yeah. Well,
There's always tomorrow.
Right?
has Demi ever pulled pole danced. Has Demi ever pole danced?
You're giving it away, Demi, on your face.
I'm
yes.
Yes.
No.
What?
I've never pole danced.
Well, you gotta get on that.
You've never seen a pole and tried to dance like a...
Well, duh.
That's different.
Duh.
You never got into a pole dancing class.
No.
Oh,
The
that
only
was...
time I swung around on a pole that was like in the middle of a bar, like, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying yes to.
But like not like sexy. I was like swinging, like going around in circles really fast, like having fun, like it was a kid's toy at a jungle gym or at a playground.
Do you think you're more sexy or cute?
Cute. I could be both. It depends, but probably cute.
Does Demi have Facetune on her phone? The app.
I'm gonna say definitely not because she's flawless. She doesn't need it.
Well, you can have Facetune and only use certain aspects of it and not actually tune.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say she does have it. It's on there. I don't think she relies on it, but it's on the phone.
I do have Facetune,
Oh,
but I have
damn,
never,
Nick.
ever Facetune, like used it to change my appearance. Like, you know, make myself skinnier or
What do you use it for?
the filters.
Like a filter.
They have a bunch of filters on there.
Oh.
And I don't even smooth or anything because,
Smooth your skin. I mean,
No.
I'm looking right at you. It's quite smooth.
oh gosh, my face is disgusting right now. This is last night's makeup. Pretty impressive.
She
huh?
literally woke up like this, people.
Yeah, wash your face though, people. Wash it. It's disgusting. But yeah, no. So I don't ever use it to alter myself because I think that can just get really messy. Like, this is what I look like,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a dangerous. You gotta look better in person than on your Instagram.
That is crucial.
Crucial.
Wow.
Crucial.
Can you imagine that look you get from people when they meet you in person and they go,
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, I got.
And you know
a
the
lot of-
first thing
a
that
lot
they're
of
doing is they're going to their friend whispering, wow, she looks a lot better on Instagram.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's it's very important.
People are so fucking mean.
Has Demi ever traveled to another country alone? No.
I'm gonna say no.
No, I would be kidnapped.
You would be
I've seen Taken. I've seen Taken and there was 2 of them.
Someone would just like come up to you and be like, hey, I got a great party over in a couple cities over. You'd be like,
Demi
okay.
just like, hey, I don't know where to go. Is there anything fun to do in
They're like, get in my car, I'll take you there.
Yeah.
I'll take you to the fun.
Does Demi have a Bitmoji? I don't think I follow you on Snapchat, so I don't know.
Who even Snapchats anymore?
I think you do have a Bitmoji.
I do. I wonder what she looks like. Should we look?
Yes.
How do I even get there?
I feel like it'll like be pretty accurate as a tiny, cute
With long blonde hair.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, is it an app? Yeah, it is.
Usually you text it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh,
And I
hold
don't
on.
know the answer to this, but I feel like I feel like we're the same.
Are we tied right now?
I don't
You're
know.
winning. You're
I'm probably
winning.
winning.
Oh, are we tied?
Does Demi have over 1,000 unread emails on their phone?
Oh, hell yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, hell.
Oh, yeah. I got, I think, like 6,000.
Same. Well, I'm at like 3,000.
How do you guys survive? Because
Not
you're pretty, I
OCD.
guess.
No, what does that have to do with looks?
You can get by. People are just like, okay.
Yeah,
You-
it's like,
You
how did I
equate
get...
this to looks?
My
little.
thing is, how am I subscribed to all of these freaking things? I'm like, I never remembered subscribing to any of this stuff. Why am I getting all these
'Cause
emails?
anything you've ever gotten or registered, you didn't opt out. And even then,
I do. Like, there's no way. I've never even heard of some of these places that I'm subscribed to.
well, it could have been like you could have signed up for one thing and like
Yeah. who knows?
your information got sold somewhere.
Yeah, somebody texted me the other day and they were like, is this Demi? I'm a huge Bachelor fan.
I get that all. I get that all.
And I said, how did you get my number?
You responded?
Yeah, because I wanted to know how they got my number. And
Oh my God.
they said it was because they were a lawyer and they have a special database that they can see, like they can get people's numbers. I don't know what they were
Someone
talking
needs
about.
to take
Did
their
you say
license
you're
away.
weird?
No, I blocked them. I just got the information I needed to know, which was how they got my
should
number.
not reply.
I've even gotten texts from random people, Bachelor fans.
You have now?
That's
Yeah.
too much.
Welcome
It's
to the club,
creepy.
Rochelle.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I'm just surprised you reply.
Well, I only replied that time so I could figure out where they got it from. Like, I didn't know if it was posted somewhere or like something,
Yeah.
so I could like try to get it removed from the internet.
I get that, but that's almost impossible. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
One time I got a phone call from this random person and they said, I was like, where did you get my number? And they said, oh, this guy said he went on a date with you and he gave it to us at the bar because he was trying to be cool. So I was like, so this guy went on a date with one time, gave a bunch of girls at a bar my number so he could be cool.
What?
Insane.
People are weird.
Disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me how people try to be a part of things. You know?
Yeah.
People like to... I think it comes down to people like to be involved and they like to be a part of the story, whatever that story is.
Oh my gosh. You know who I met last night? She just was like dating Miley Cyrus.
Oh, I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Kate. I want to say it's Caitlyn, but I don't think it's Caitlyn.
Sure. The girl who was dating Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, I met her last night.
And?
No, there's nothing like exciting about that. I didn't know who it was, and I was like, "Hi," and she like came up to me. And she's like, "I just wanted to say hi and like thank you, like something about like thank you because yeah, she's obviously like open and whatever. I don't know what she is. Caitlyn Carter. Okay.
Brody.
Yeah,
Jenner.
and I was like, "Oh, you're so adorable."
Was she at Dancing with the Stars or was she?
She was at Dancing with the Stars, and then like whenever she walked away, Colton was like, "Do you know who that was?" I was like, "Nope," and he was like, "That was Caitlyn Carter." And he's like, the girl who just got out of the relationship with Miley Cyrus. And my jaw dropped and I sat down. I was like, oh my God, what? He was like, yeah, I figured you didn't know. Because like, I was just like, shooting the shit with her.
I love that Colton knew that.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Tapped into pop culture. I certainly have seen the stories. I wouldn't have known. I didn't know what she looked like just when Michelle brought it up. But
yeah, she's super cute.
Yeah. She seems like she kind of is like look similar vibe to you.
It's a cute little girl.
Yeah, she's totally cute. Yeah, they're no longer dating. R.I.P. that relationship.
Is she bisexual?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm something.
What do you mean? Like she's dating a woman?
I didn't know if she was what she identified as.
I gotcha. I guess. You know what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Fluid, right? Isn't that what it is? You just
It's whatever, man.
Whatever. Final thoughts, Demi. What do you have for us? You're killing it. You're a big star. We've come a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've come a long way. A year ago, I was in the Bachelor mansion, so that's crazy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Today,
wow.
Really a full year.
Today has been a year since the infamous Hannah Brown's lack of toast. It was on her birthday. It's her birthday today.
On her birthday. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Hannah.
Happy birthday, Hannah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Just a couple Libras.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And now look at her killing it on Dancing with the Stars. Amazing. But yeah, so life is good. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to scam some network into giving me a TV show and take over the world.
Well, I support you. Thanks for coming on once again. We'll probably have to just be friends now and not hang out on podcasts.
Yeah, we do that anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for being such a good friend.
Thank you for being such a good friend.
We've really come a long way.
I know.
Wow.
Look at this.
You know,
You've seen it all unfold.
Oh, yeah. I've been a witness.
Demi and I, a couple weeks ago, when I told that story about the weird text message, not weird, but the text message I got from the person who didn't want to talk to me, I was at Shake Shack with Demi and I was getting advice from Demi, and she was, really walking me through it and giving me her 2 cents, which I really appreciated. And I thought to myself, wow.
How the tables have turned.
Really, really come full circle.
I'm a lot more mature than I
would not have expected that when I was like watching Demi troll me on paint therapy on my Instagram.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this.
There's a lot of layers. And then I look forward to continue seeing more of those layers peeled back. But as always, thanks for being a friend. Thanks for coming on. Best of luck to your life, your career, your relationship. And I'm sure it will all be great.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Well, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. It's been another episode of Viall Files. I was about to say Ask Nick.
You forgot the name of your show.
I don't know. Whatever.
Been another episode of Nick.
Been another episode with you're a household name on the Viall Files now.
Oh my God.
You're a household name. Wow. Thanks for being a regular, Demi. Really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Don't forget to rate us 5 stars, which is really important now that when Demi's on.
5 stars, people. Just so shut up about
5 stars. We will see you on Monday for another episode of Ask Nick. As always, don't be afraid to send in your questions at asknick@castmedia with a K, castmedia.com. Asknick@castmedia.com. See you next time. Have a great day.